So we will do a quick theory drive-through of understanding career development for career mentoring. So what me and my colleague Ruth has done is really look through all the career development theories or whatever and make it as concise as possible for you and what you need as a basic career mentor, right? So how we can go about that is, another activity. So on your chairs, you would have a fan, right? So it says yay or nay. Yes, it's a bit hot. I will feed back to LLI to make the aircon a bit better. So, but you can put that in the feedback form and I can tell them. Okay, so it's yes or no, right? Yay or nay. So I'm just going to share with you a couple of statements and then I just get you to vote yes or no. Don't worry, it's not a classroom thing. Nobody's going to mark your answers, okay? Okay, so the first statement is career equals to only economic output. Yes or no? So 1, 2, 3, I want to see answers. Wow, this is a converted crowd. Okay, everyone says no. Very good, you're in the right space. Okay, so I used to think career is economic output, but I think with modern career development research, it has shown that it is way beyond your occupation. It includes your interests, your hobbies, what you pour your energy into, and that's why you see a lot of young millennials. Okay, I'm also in her age group. So a lot of young millennials, considered, have these side hustles and things like that because career is no longer just make money. Okay. Then the other thing I would like you to vote is career development is like a ladder. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3. Wow, this one is quite interesting. Mix. Thank you. Raise higher, raise higher. Photographers say raise higher. Okay, very good. Thank you. Online audience, please type yes or no. So, okay. Very good. Okay, thank you. All right, so this is a bit mixed, right? So it is also very interesting. So I think overall, we like our careers to be an upward trend, right? So in the past, when I started working, I remember 20-something, finished school, it's like, you must climb the ladder. First, you become a exec, then you become manager, then you become director, right? Then by the time you're 40s, you can cruise, dream on. It's a lie. Anyway, so what career look like more right now is like a squiggly line. So it is really, there's going to be up and down, left and right. It's going to be very multifaceted, which is like a rock climbing wall. So a lot of HR professionals, if you're in a space, you will know they are calling it lattice, they're calling it hexagon, beehive, all kinds of things. But the idea of it is you don't have to, or you can't possibly just go up all the time. Sometimes you make lateral moves, sometimes you go down, take a step down, sometimes you go up, right? So that's very much what we have been observing. So, and that squiggly line is also contributed by a lot of new things, AI and etc. Okay, how many of you have picked up a new hobby like me, which is e-commerce, e-shopping over COVID? Yes, okay, all the years, yes. So then they also tell you like what you can also buy, then you just end up, yeah, so that's also part of that, right? And also, I think with the pandemic, with COVID, I think all of us know that things have changed a lot. So how we see that impacting the future of work or the current work, some call it. So there are a lot of new frontiers and modes. Some jobs have not even started or created yet. So we call ourselves my working title because sometimes the titles that our kids, my nephews, were going to be, coming out with is like, NFT artist? What's that? Right? So things are going to be very short. There's skills and jobs. I know I see some of you from MOE here. Your job is also to help them, continue to learn. So one quick story. I think one of our colleagues' kids was watching YouTube. Then suddenly got this ad that came up, lifelong learning. Then he, Mom, do I need to continue to learn my whole life? Then the mother, yes. Then his face dropped. Like I must continue to do my math assessment the rest of my life, yeah. So anyway, so career pivots will be very normal. I think as all of us who are career mentors, we really want to share that you're not alone. There's really a lot of people there. I know Angeline's from NTU Career Services. Sorry, my friend. So a couple of you here are involved in that, and you are there for the young people. And we are all here for everyone. So we all can do something about it. So in our design thinking research, we found that careers are, can be very lonely, murky, and serious and very boring. So that also has been my experience in that whole career, don't know, guidance, whatever you call it, right? But the good thing is career development researchers from Canada have showed that career development interventions actually improve mental well-being. So for example, if you help someone with their interview skills, practice with them, you actually help them feel more optimistic and more hopeful. So we will cover more of this in the online course. So plug once again, please go there and listen. Okay, and I think and with all these mental health challenges that's going through the pandemic, how can we help? And this question we get a lot, especially Jiali. Okay, so what's the difference between a career mentor, a career counselor, and a career coach, right? So career mentors typically are voluntary. So a lot of us we do this out of the kindness and goodness of our hearts. And many of you here because you want to do that as well. Career counselors and coaches are usually paid services. And like, for example, all our IHLs, Institutes of Higher Learnings, have career services that are full-time staff, right? So those are the people who are paid to do their work, so-called, right? Of course, they also have a lot of heart. So career counselors typically are trained in psychology and all the good stuff, and they can help them with deeper diagnosis and issues that a lot of us who may not know how to do it, right? And career coaches typically are very performance-driven. So you go to a career coach, like Sharon, some people go to her and say, hey, I want to reach this, I want to do this, then she will help you get there, right? But for career mentors, typically it's voluntary, and you are there to really journey with them, listen, be a sounding board, and give advice. Give advice, yep. So we have some cute icons here, hopefully that helps you remember. So one is really listen and give advice when called upon for advice. Help brainstorm solutions, so really helping them go through the different things, really being there for them, providing fresh perspectives. A lot of them may not even know like how to get a job, how to find a job, how to go for interview, etc. And a lot of them need like affirmation, encouragement. So I don't know, when I was starting out, I was very nervous, and I still am sometimes. And really just needing people to just say, hey, you can do it, and believing and seeing where you can be, and helping the person be there. And lastly, you can introduce them to your network if relevant. So you can take photo, or you can join our online course and download the downloadables in Module 1. So it's all there. So I hope this breaks down for you what a career mentor can be, because that hopefully that clarifies, because I think as a career mentor, you come in, you're like, what if my mentee have a bit of suicidal thoughts, what do I do, right? So please don't solve them, please channel them to professionals. Or you go there like, what am I supposed to do? So we do cover these things and more, so hope this helps you. So for example, I mentor this guy called Gabriel Tan from Bamboo Builders. So he runs a social enterprise. So I've been in various aspects before, and it's very easy for me to like, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this and that, okay? But I just have to like, okay, keep quiet and listen, right? Listen to him, what he needs, and then really just guide him through and say, hey, you really, I hear this, what you're going through. Why don't you think about this way to help get to where you want to go? So a lot of it is really not like a like come and tell you what to do. It's really like, like that, okay, why don't you try this? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? So it's a very, it's a shift lah, because it's very easy to just go in and I tell you what to do, okay? So that's career mentors. So to help you get there, we have a few frameworks, simple frameworks for you to just be in the back of your mind. So as you talk to the mentees, you don't like, what do I say to you, okay? So we have a simple career discovery model that we have taken from different research and put it together. So we call it the self and story, which is very internal. And then situation, which is external, and strategy is how you execute the action. So for self, very much is, what are your strengths, what are your skills, what are your interests, very self-driven questions, right? And story is important also. It's like, why do you do what you do? Like Ella, why do you work at Generation? So why do you want to be a community engager? Why do you want to be a community manager, right? Example. And then situation, right? Is like, what's the demand? So, wow, I'm very passionate about this, but got people want to pay for your product, people want to pay for your service, right? Is there what is the industries that are in sunrise, what industries in sunset, etc. Then from that three aspects, how do you triangulate the data and map out a strategy that you can move forward? So this is a very, very simple framework that we've used this many, many times, and it's really helpful for people just to get a sense, if not career development or career conversations can get like, how do I even start? So this is something that we have tried. So we call it the inside out and outside in. Whatever that we have in the data, we can try it on outside, and whatever data we get from the outside, we try on the inside. Okay, you are falling asleep on me. So, now is also your time to talk again. Very good. Okay, so please help to take a photo of this, because in Sharon's time, later you will also get to practice somehow. Okay. So I want you to go back to the same people that you introduced yourself just now, right? And ask each other some of these questions, right? What are you interested in? What are your strengths? So if you have more questions, feel free to ask, okay? Anything related to what you're curious about the other person. And then for story, you can ask them, hey, what do you feel most motivated by? When you woke up this morning, what was the first thing you thought about? For me, it was this event. So for you, ask each other, what are some things that you are motivated by, okay? Okay, maybe share with us what you've learned from each other about, say, when you ask the questions about situation, about the economy, about industry trends, etc. So we've heard from many different people. So I think we heard of what kind of sectors and what kind of needs are out there and being relevant, right? So that's what we heard. So we also heard the need for being multifaceted, like Sharon, who's the facilitator and actress. So, trying different things and doing different things with the gig economy. And lastly, we've heard about having to be agile, having to adapt. And even today's session is hybrid. So hello, online audience, you can wave to them if you like. Yeah. So we are doing face-to-face, we're doing hybrid, and that is, and the event preparation has tripled. and it is something we are adapting to. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. So right now we are going to go for a 15-minute break. Yay! So you all can continue to talk to each other, hang out. There's tea break. You can take off your mask, and then we'll ask you when to come back in about 15 minutes time. Yep. Okay, see you in a while.